Hey everybody, how you doing? I have a video for you today, and it is a pretty cool one. It is the new, well, sorry, it's not new. It's been out for a couple years now, but the Zippo Surefire multi-tool. It's pretty well made. I have to say that right off the bat. It's nice and heavy. I'll show you how it compares to the size of a Zippo. This is just a regular armor Zippo, so it's that much taller than a Zippo, that much wider than a Zippo, just so you get the feel of size comparison. You got the loop right here, and you got these plates on the outside. I have to say this thing's pretty beefy, and it is pretty heavy, and it feels like it's pretty good quality, to be honest. And I'll show you how everything works and what's all on it, and we'll go over one thing at a time. So here is like the grater, you can call it, and it goes over the wood like that. You can feel the sharp edges. It will collect long strings, and it'll collect them in here, and then you can just dump them out and you save them all. And the screws are here is because you can actually get a replacement blade. I don't know how long they'll be available, and maybe one day they'll stop selling these and they'll stop making the blades for them, but I think you can get them for many other tools that fit this exact same thing. So a replacement should always be available, and it's easy to change. You can see with the screws there. Pretty cool. Now, the other thing on it is this flint tube piece here. It is not tight in here. It just goes loose, and there's only one way to use it. You have to have it top side like this, and you have to use it like this, because this will blow the sparks completely down. See, it blows them right down onto whatever you're trying to light. It's made this way on purpose. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos reviewing this and talking about it, but none of them make a perfect light. That this is meant to go like this, so you could blow the flames directly down, the sparks directly down on what you want. And this, you can see this is a completely smoothed out thumb groove for when you overextend your thumb to turn it, and it's nice and smooth. You don't have to worry about anything there, and it's nice and tight once you're pushing down on it here, right? That's why it's loose. It's the only tool on here that actually doesn't snap in like the rest. This, you'll see, once you bring it past a certain point, it'll just snap on its own, and it's very tight, very, very tight. And then all the other tools are the exact same way. I'll show you something though. So if something is halfway up like this, this will be loose. This has to be put down. Now it's locked in place. You can't move it. So everything else has to be down for this to be locked in place. Now the first thing I pulled up here was the saw. The saw is actually pretty sharp, very nice teeth. But this saw isn't for what you think it's for. This isn't so you could saw a bunch of stuff with and things like that. This is a saw to make sawdust, just to make little piles of sawdust, so when you use your sparker, it'll go. It's easier to catch a spark and sawdust than anything else, nice dry sawdust. So that's what this is for. This is to make sawdust. If you use this trying to cut trees and branches all the time, the constant back and forth is going to create heat, and then the heat is going to weaken the metal, and then it's going to dull, and then it's not going to make sawdust the way it used to. Do not use this to try and saw a bunch of stuff. You just get a little nice little chunk of stick, couple saws, you're going to get a nice little pile of sawdust. You use that, and then you use some tinder on top once the spark is collected, and you build your fire out from there. And the other pieces here, you get we'll start with the knife, and watch when it wants to pull down really hard. Watch when you put it back, because it's going to snap in really tight. The blade is actually a pretty good blade. I never sharpened it or did anything to it. As you can see, you can just run it over. I've used it quite a few times, and it has dulled a little bit, but I'm not trying to say this blade is amazing or anything like that. But for crappy pocket knives and things like that, this is probably one of the better ones, I have to admit. This one works fairly well. I do like it. And it has worked, and it's nice and tiny, and so that's probably why it works really good, is because it's durable metal, and it's very thin, so it'll slice very nicely. I'd still rather use my pocket knife, but an emergency or something, or someone else needs to use one, and you have this on hand, it is good. And then the last piece in here is this piece right here. You got can opener, screwdriver, other types of, you could use that for any type of prying, also for cans. It's a pretty good piece. I don't know how much I'd use it, but the availability is there with a flathead screwdriver. Overall, I have to say this is a pretty nice piece. Oh, and there, I forgot to show everybody. You will see the date in here. Anybody wants to know the date on their Surefire multi-tool, all you have to do is see right there, G20. So this is a, whatever month G is, 20 from 2020. But you can also see some other things in here. Made in China, not really Zippo made or anything like that. Just one of the many Chinese products Zippo sells. But all in all, it wasn't that bad. This was selling for $60 in a retail store, and they couldn't sell them, so they went on sale for half price, which is actually the selling price here in Canada, $32 on the website. $32 for this, I believe. It may even be cheaper on the website now, but at one time it was that. And all in all, I just really don't see the point in it. You know what I mean? Like, it is a cool little gimmick, novelty thing. Yeah, sure. But I always have a Zippo on me, so what would I need this for? I really don't know. But it is cool. It's a Zippo product. It does have its purposes and everything like that. The paracord that came on it is already gone. I didn't get a box or package with it. That's how you get it when they just sell them on a, it's just sitting on a thing like this. Oh, I want that one, right? They don't give you anything with it. But for the review and everything like that, I thought it was worth it. I didn't actually even pay for it. This is my nephew's. He got it, and he texted me. He's like, "Hey, Uncle Mike, look what I got." And I thought it was hilarious. I was like, "You gotta let me borrow that, make a video." So thanks to my nephew Gavin for letting me borrow it for the video. I'm glad I didn't waste my $30 on it, but he works hard for his money. I feel bad for him, but he actually does like it. He actually does like it. He carries it all the time. He has used it to make fires and things like that. He honestly does like it. But you know, he's only 14, 15 years old, so he thinks anything's cool right now, I think. But either way, it's a good little product. If you want one, get one. And I'm just glad I didn't waste my money on it. If you got, nothing beats a Zippo. It already makes the flame. It's already got fluid in it. It's already ready to go. I wouldn't need to go through all the steps here to make fire. But no, I can't even make an excuse for it. I was going to try, but I can't. So, all right, everyone, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Most of you who are watching aren't subscribed, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. I'll be having a live stream tonight, so I'll see everybody there. And pretty soon I'll be having my review on the new Zippo yellow flame pipe insert, which is pretty interesting. So can't wait for that. Should be here in a few weeks, and I'm going to be super excited for that. So everyone, you all take care. I'll see you in the next one.